You are watching a clip from the Sports and Sorts podcast.
All right, let's finally get into the football now. We just quickly breezed over I had to give the Spurs some shine after that game. That was a huge game, so I had to give them some shine.
Yeah, it was. Big one.
All right. So we are going to give our picks for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. You have the Colts versus the Chiefs, Cowboys versus the Rams, Chargers, Patriots, Eagles, Saints. And we're going to touch on the Colts versus Chiefs first. And it's going to be Mahomet Clown versus Captain Andrew Luck. And just
possibly in a snowstorm.
Yeah, well, yes, which will be very interesting to see.
Oh, it'd be so fun.
It could be. It could be
I
a lot
love
of fun.
Playoff snowstorm games. I do.
I know they could be a lot of fun. They could also be kind of boring. So it all depends.
Yeah.
Depends on how brutal the snow is. But to start off,
I'm sure the Colts want that.
I'm going to read a couple of the Captain Andrew Luck tweets.
They've been good. There've been some good ones this week.
So January 6th, after they won.
Yeah.
He said, "Dearest Mother, our victory frolicking has ceased. We must now begin our march to Kansas City to battle a unit of such great stature, every member has been granted the title of Chief. Our path has been long and winding, but I have never seen the men's spirit higher. Andrew." And then just recently, on January 9th.
So great.
He said, "Dearest Mother, I have received your care package of braised pigeon shins and fresh squirrel oil. By way of chief trickery, the unit lost the days of travel after reaching Lawrence, only to discover Kansas City is actually in Missouri. No bother. Our focus remains unfazed. Andrew." He's a great follow. You definitely should follow him.
He is.
Absolutely phenomenal.
The writing is really, really tight. And I have to tell you,
this is planned out. Like, he sits down, he
comes
up with, he must go through all these different, it's really well done.
As somebody who is a writer with a journalism background, I have a lot of respect for what that guy does. It's a tremendous, it's just really, really good. It's really good writing.
Yes.
And it's creative. It's fun.
Pigeon
I don't know if
shins
this
and fresh squirrel oil. He actually has shirts. Got squirrel
Oh,
oil.
yeah.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Dearest Mother.
Where he makes it up, where he gets it from, it's really tremendous. It is, like you said, it's very well thought out. This isn't just something where he hops on Twitter and in 5 minutes, he bangs out a tweet. And if he is doing it in 5 minutes, wow, he's just he's a natural. Then he's just a prodigy. He's a writing prodigy. But a lot of respect. It's what he's doing is not easy. So
and most of them are home runs. Like
they're usually all spot on. I haven't found too many where I haven't at least giggled or something. But what's amazing too is that he's getting mentioned. He's getting mentioned on like NFL Network and
is he really?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. All right. And let's be honest, the better the Colts play, the more prominent they are in the coming years, the more he's going to get mentioned. The one thing I wonder about, is there any sort of, because Twitter's not like YouTube where you can make money off of any of this, right? Can you? How? Like how?
They will, if you decide to start throwing sponsors' names out there. Like, you can make tweets about, like, Pepsi is, he could make a one of these kind of tweets and word it in the way of "Dearest Mother, I've been introduced to the most sweetest, succulent tasting beverage," and he would be like,
PepsiCo.
It is called Pepsi Cola. It rivals squirrel oil.
The men have been rationing squirrel oil and Pepsi Cola for the last
exactly.
weeks.
He could do something like that and make some serious money off it. But he also he has a merchant account where you can buy shirts and mugs and all that kind of stuff, and I'm sure people are buying them. I'm sure they are.
Somebody tried to do an offshoot of it called Captain Andrew Luck's Mother, where she responds to him.
There's also Captain Andrew Luck's brother too.
Oh, is it? Captain Andrew Luck's mother is bad. It's bad. In fact, I blocked her or him.
Wow.
Because I was like, you need to give it up. Blocked. Yeah. It was just not good. You are
nowhere near as talented.
It's just, not even close. It's not even close. It's like a copy of a copy. It's just not good. Okay. It's not as sharp.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into the Colts versus Chiefs. I like the Colts a lot. I just don't think it's quite their time yet. I love their defense. I love their O-line. I love their quarterback, obviously. And I really, like their running back situation. They have money to be able to spend too. They could have a really dynamic running back core. But going on the road against this high-powered Chiefs offense, I think this is going to be the demise of Sir Andrew Luck. He will be off to lick his wounds, and his time away from home shall end finally, because he can go home to his dearest mother and enjoy all the squirrel oil he wants, all the pigeon shins he wants. Because I have the score in this game, 35-30. But I'm going to say this. Don't fret, Colts fans. Do not panic. They will be in the AFC Championship game next year. I will almost guarantee it. That's how talented this team is, and with one more year under their belt, one more offseason where they can get some free agent signings and they can get a couple draft picks to fill some gaps there, they are going to the AFC Championship game next year. I'm almost going to guarantee it. I can't say they're going to win yet because I don't know how all this other stuff is going to pan out. Like if the Chiefs get another running back that's really talented, if somebody gets Kareem Hunt after
they may not need to. They may not need to. Damian Williams might be the guy. I wouldn't rule it out. He's a talened guy. I saw it firsthand in Miami. They just never utilized him.
I think he's a flash in the pan. I think he's more of a flash in the pan. But I guess we'll find out with time. But
I'm sure they'd love for him to work out. He's not an expensive option for them.
No, not at all. But yeah, I say 35-30 Chiefs.
We're in the same boat. We just have a different score. I'm with you.
Captain Andrew Luck.
I think I think it ends
Dearest
for the
Mother.
Colts here. Here's the other thing, too. I'm also sort of banking on, finally Andy Reid's going to maybe get over a little bit of a hump here. Now, he's been to a Super Bowl before. Yeah. This isn't, uncharted territory for him. But there are so many people questioning and so many people doubting the Chiefs this week. And, when you have – when the amount of games are reduced – and all you have is playoff games, and the rest of the schedule, everybody else is off and home, and they're playing golf, or they're watching this stuff from their couches like we are. Everything is scrutinized more. Everything is looked at more. And the media, just like we're looking at these games. We're overthinking it, is basically what I'm saying, because there's nothing else to look at. There's only, 8 teams left, right? Mm-hmm. So the focus is narrowed, and you can concentrate more on one or two teams. And I think what happens over the course of a week like this is you can just overthink things a little. You're just thinking, man, the Colts are hot. The Chiefs and Andy Reid in general have a tendency to kind of screw the pooch in games like this. And maybe in other years, and a lot of that too goes back to the Marty Schottenheimer years, because Marty Schottenheimer. The guy won 200 games in his career as a coach, but he was a total flop in the postseason.
Big time.
And Andy Reid and the Chiefs, it's like you feel like there's this almost like a curse. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's going to happen this weekend. I don't think the Patriots. I don't think the Chiefs are making the Super Bowl, because I still probably am going to pick the Patriots unless they get knocked off at some point. But the Chiefs, I think, are going to get over a little bit of a mental hurdle in this game. But I think the score is going to be low because of the weather. Lower than your score, I should say. Not low, but lower than your score. And I actually have it at 27-24 Chiefs.
If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You have just watched a clip from Sports and Sorts, where we go live every Monday and Saturday on YouTube. Thanks for watching.